Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum students. Here I am your teacher with the second lecture of the chapter Loops and Graphics in Small Basic. In today's lecture we'll talk about loops in Small Basic. So let's start. What is loop? A loop is used to repeat a block of statements a number of times. Actually, while programming, there are situations when you have to repeat one or more statements a number of times, and this can be done by using loops. Therefore, looping means repeated execution of statements for a fixed number of times. For example, you are taking 10 rounds of the ground. The initial value 1 is also mentioned and you have to take the 10 rounds. Your ending value is 10. Your process will proceed till the 10 round of the ground. In Small Basic, there are two types of loops available. These are for and for, while and while. Today we'll talk about for and for loops. For and for loop is used to repeat a block of statements a specified number of times. This looping statement is preferred when the number of repetition is known. I have already given you an example that you are taking 10 rounds of a ground to warm up, and the very first thing which is required is to fix the starting point and then you start running. And on reaching the starting point, your first round completes and your process proceeds till the 10 round. After then, your process terminates and comes to an end. There is a simple example for you. For A, value is 1 to 5. Text window dot write line A and for, and here A stands for the control variable. It is your control variable and 1 is your initial value and 5 is your end value. Means to say that number of repetition is known to us. Okay, now let's run this program in your Small Basic. This simple program has been written for you and by pressing on run command you can see that output has been shown in your text window. You can see the computer checks whether the value of variable A is less than or equal to the end value, that is 5. If true, it executes the statements between for and then the value of variable A is incremented and you can see it has been increased by 1. The computer again checks the value of variable A. If false, it gets out of the for and for looping statement. There is also a simple table for your better understanding. In this table, you can see condition is given and it is true or false and what happens. First of all, you can see your initial value was 1 and your ending value was 5. In this condition, you can see 1 is less than or equal to 5. Of course, it is true. The statement between for and for is executed and by incrementing 1, it becomes 2. Again, it is true and statement is executed. Increasing by 1 becomes 3. Again, it is executed and so on. And you can see when the value becomes 6, condition becomes false and the for and for loop ends. There is another step in your for and for looping statement. And what is that? Sometimes it happens that you want the variable value to be incremented by some number other than 1. Maybe it is a positive number or maybe it can be a negative number or maybe it can be a decimal number. You can see in this example, your control variable A is given and initial value is 1, ending value is 20 and your step value is 3. Text window dot write line A and for. Now let's run this program in your small basic. 1 to 20 and your step value is 3. You can see by running that the value of A is incremented by 3 after every loop. In some cases, the step value can also be a negative number. Okay, let's see in this program. But another thing which is required, that is the start value is greater than or equal to the end value. Now you can see. Now let's run this program. You can see the output in the text window. There is a step value of -4. It is obvious from this program. In other case, the step value can also be a decimal number. How? Let's select your step value as 0.5. Now your step value has been mentioned as 0.5. Now let's run this program. You can see that each successive value has increased by zero point 0.5 till your end value. I hope you enjoyed today's lecture. For further understanding, try to grab the concepts, do much more practice. In the next lecture, we'll talk about while and while loop. Until then, thank you, take care.